38 employees now.
Yeah.
Yeah, both Burmese and expats. And how do you manage? What are the techniques that you use to manage your restaurant here?
Well, we have a you know, I don't know how you call it, but I have five immediate managers under me for, like, you know, accounts, operations, bar, floor, and kitchen. So yeah, I just call it the chain of screaming. You know, I scream at them, and they scream down to those guys. You know, so no, we don't have to scream at too many people at the same time. But no, it works pretty well. The guys are pretty onto it, and it's one of the main feedback I get from people who come in is that, yeah, the staff are really nice. You know, they're very attentive, and personality gives a nice feel to the place. And I have, you know, interesting sort of philosophy on hiring staff, and you know, I have gone through. And I'd rather, obviously, for these guys, English speaking is pretty important, but I'd rather pick someone with personality over someone with experience. Because, well, you can't teach personality, but I'm pretty good at teaching bar, you know, especially how I like to do it. So if someone has experience, quite often I have to unteach them and then reteach them, and you can never get personality. So we've got some really lively sort of bubbly characters around that the customers definitely appreciate as almost an entertainment in themselves. We've got one guy who can literally leap a whole set of the staircase in one go. He'll come out of the kitchen and he'll have a look down to see if anyone's coming up, and then bound and like yeah, he's down there, full of energy. So no, that's really good, yeah.
And how do you see your restaurants in the next few years, and with the growing numbers of the same kind of restaurants in the city?
Well, unfortunately, like, frankly, when people ask me about that, I quite often say, if anyone was in a position to do a new restaurant, it would be me. And we are looking to do that. But unfortunately, the land price in Yangon is not suitable for the purchase and setting up of a two-story building. You have to go at least, you know, 10, 20, 30 floors to get the value out of your piece of, you know, acre of land that's cost you $10 million, you know. A half acre for $5 million and a building for $7 million. Like, a restaurant is very hard to recover that. As people have found, the last high profile, you know, reasonable standard Western restaurant that opened lasted for 10 weeks and now is no more, and left the speculator with a $60,000 debt. And so that should be a lesson for a lot of people. The fact that you know coming in and trying to do it yourself might not be the best way to go, and sort of trying to side yourself with people who have been here for some time is sort of a good option. Or even in some cases finding established local restaurants and using outside expertise to make them better, rather than trying to start from scratch.